Good afternoon, friends. Myself Sachin Tate. I have to work as the assistant professor into the SND group of SND College of Engineering and Research Center, EULA, from the Information Technology Department. Let us. There are the multiple issues into the network. We have to consider what about the network security. That network security is the open challenges for all the networking devices. So we can consider that how the network will be secure. That is the open challenge. Now, what is network security? We can study into the today's lecture that how the network can secure by the various manner. So we have to consider the introduction of network security. Network security is the complicated subject, historically one tackled by the well-trained and the experienced experts. However, as more and more people become wired and increasing the number of people need to understand the basic security of the network world. What is network security? Network security consists of provisions and policies adopted by the network administrator to prevent and monitor the unauthorized access, misuse, modification, or the denials of the computer network and network accessibility resources. Network security involves the authentication of the access of the data in the network, which is controlled by the network administrator. The network security covers varieties of computer network, both public and private, that is used every day job conducting the transaction and communications among the business, government agencies and individuals. So why we need the network security? That is again one challenge to protect the vital information while allowing the access of those we need, trade secret or medical report. So there should be the one open issue that how the network will be secure or how that network security is important. It should be the protect the information, still allowing the access those we need, trade secrets and medical record. Provide the authentications and access control resources. For example, AFS, guaranteed availability of resources, 59 complements 59S, that is 99.999 reliability. So security objective is very important, that is identifications of various things, authentications and access control. Now, what is identification? That is another important issue. Sometimes we uniquely identify the users and call user ID. Sometimes user can select their ID as long as it's given to the another user. So user ID can be one combinations of the following like username, user student number and user SSN number. Authentication is the another first identification of key, then authentications of the key, the process of verifying the identity to user typical based on sometimes users know password, sometimes user have key smart cards, these are other devices, some things user have the fingerprint, voice and retina scanner. These are the authentications. There are the two types of authentication, one-way authentication and two sub-concerns authentications. General access authentication involve control where the particular user has any type of access right to the element of questions. Usually we consider this in the form of user account. Functions authentications concern with the individual right. What example can do the authentication, can they figure the devices and only see the data. So this all about the authentications. Protocols are given like JAM, Radius, TS, CS or Kerberos. So So these are the different protocols. CHAMP is the challenge handshake authentication protocol, which involve password time variant to avoid the state password transitions. The telnet or HTTP is the like MS CHAMP, then triple P, APS, HTTP, and radius. Now the radius is the another protocol which can be involve the features like CHAMP or state password authentications and authority method. Then protocol used is the backend for the telnet, SSH, SSL, frontend for the Microsoft IS server, typically central authentication methods for the network devices. Now TACACS authentication features is authentication, authorization, accounting, full encryption supports. Protocol used is the Cisco protocol, central authentication, some radius use like remote access services. Then Kerberos features is the service authentications and authorizations, full encryption. Then protocol use Kerberos applications like Telnet, Microsoft Domain authentication services in integrated and active directory. Now we'll consider there are the different authentications method, two-way party authentications and third-party authentications. Two-way party like the one-way authentication and two-way authentication. Third party is the Kerberos X509 single sign-on. Single sign-on that user can access the central network resources by logging on to the security system. So next part we can study into the next lecture. We can stop here.